white coat ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross University School of Medicine
White Coat
January
Ceremony.
2024
Ladies and
White Coat
gentlemen,
Ceremony.
welcome to the Ross University School of Medicine
White Coat
January.
Ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross University School of Medicine January 2024 White Coat Ceremony. Welcome to the Ross University School of Medicine January 2024.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ross University School of Medicine White Coat Ceremony for the spring of 2024. Please welcome your student ambassadors and your LC reps coming down the center of the stage, the center of the aisle. Come on down, representing your 6 learning communities. You can give applause, it's okay. We have the green monkeys, the black mongoose, the orange hummingbirds, the yellow flying fish, the purple turtles, and the blue marlins. And leading our faculty in is our campus dean, Dr. John Ford. And welcome to the stage our stage party and our faculty donors.
May be seated. Thank you. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the spring semester of 2024 White Coat Ceremony. So to our students, parents, family members, faculty members, and colleagues, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you. I would like to extend a very special welcome to our incoming first semester students. No longer incoming, you've been here for a little bit. But today marks a very important milestone in your lives as you embark on your journey to joining this noble profession of medicine. And the significance of today's ceremony will be brought into focus as you recite the modified Oath of Geneva. The white coat ceremony and donning of your white coats is not only empowering, but also symbolic of your initiation into the medical profession. This rite of passage emphasizes the academic excellence and the compassion that patients expect of you. You're here because you're all capable of being successful and are on your way to a career as a physician. The persistence and grit you have demonstrated in preparation for this moment is truly commendable, and these same attributes will serve you well during the coming years. You come from very diverse backgrounds. You bring your life experiences with you, your values, and your talent. All these things will help enrich the RUSM community. And we look forward to you fully immersing yourselves in the many activities, both curricular and extracurricular, that we offer. At RUSM, we will embrace your varied attitudes. I should perhaps say instead attributes. Your varied attributes, not all attitudes, but good ones certainly. And we will help you prepare to be the best 21st century physician. And yes, it is within your reach. The healthcare landscape is ever changing due to varied healthcare needs and changing global trends in risk factors. We're committed to preparing you to make a meaningful contribution in the field of medicine. This is a time like no other. A time when, along with the rest of the world, have just had to confront an enormous public health crisis. No doubt a defining experience of this century, and one which marks the start of a rewarding journey. We're committed to bringing you an education that addresses the practice of medicine in the 21st century, fostering the development of critical thinking, professionalism, and humanism. We will emphasize the responsibility you must hold true to, that of contributing to equity in healthcare delivery. If there is anything I would like to impress upon you, it is that all of your patients deserve the same level of care, respect, and dignity, regardless of their gender, ethnicity, socioeconomic status, or whom they love. Your experiences will help you realize the importance of humanism in medicine, and your sense of compassion will be required to ensure that you hold true to the values of the profession. The white coat will symbolize your professionalism, the vocational calling, and the trust placed in you by your patients. It is an honor and a privilege to serve your patients, and you will come to cherish the highlights of your journey and be fulfilled by your choice to dedicate your lives to the needs of others as you embark on your career. We are very pleased to be part of preparing you for this remarkable journey. And we welcome you to Ross University School of Medicine. At this time, I'd like to welcome Dr. Hedda Dyer. Dr. Dyer is chair of the Department of Clinical Foundations and a professor of surgery. She will now present the meaning of the white coat. Dr. Dyer.
Thank you, Dr. Ford. Class of 2028, how does that sound? What? Welcome to the Ross University School of Medicine White Coat Ceremony, and welcome to your entry into medicine as the physician, future physicians. So the practice of medicine in itself has existed from ancient times in one form or the other in many parts of the world, all with the common goal of healing disease. I'm going to share a few comments about the white coat. And I want to start by telling you that the white coat was not always white. In the mid-19th century, the evolution of science had damaged the respectability of medicine by demonstrating that the cures were suspect and the opinion of medicine was that of quackery and healing cults. Do you think that still rings true today? Some people are skeptical of medicine, right? Scientists were admired while physicians were distrusted. The medical profession turned to science, and the collaboration between medicine and science had officially begun. And this collaborative effort persists to this day. And so physicians, seeking to represent themselves as scientists, adopted the scientific lab coat as their standard of dress. Early in the history of medicine, clerical caretakers in hospitals donned black robes. The severe tone of these robes conveyed a sense of mourning and approaching death, sadly appropriate for the fate of many a patient. However, with the advances in medical care in the 20th century, hospitals were no longer regarded as houses for dying, but institutions for healing. The white uniforms of physicians symbolized this new hope in medicine. Fast forward to today and talk about your white coat. The white coat is the universal symbol of medical profession. A study of how the media depicts physicians revealed that the most common accessory adorning physicians is the white coat, followed by the stethoscope. The white coat represents your signature on the covenant and commitment as a student in medicine. The coat represents your commitment to humanistic healthcare, which is characterized by a respectful and compassionate relationship between physicians and other members of the healthcare team and their patients. It reflects attitudes and behaviors that are sensitive to the values and the cultural and ethnic backgrounds of others. So this led me to think, apart from what I have told you about the white coat and the profession of medicine, what does your white coat mean to you? What is your story? What sacrifices did you or someone close to you have to make in order for you to wear this coat today? And I'm sure that your stories, though different, will all have an underlying theme of hard work, sacrifices, perseverance, and dedication. I will never forget the sacrifices that were made by my family and the sacrifices that I had to make to achieve my goals. So I want to leave you with a few quotes about embracing the challenge and conquering your fear. I've met some of you briefly, and I have met those who are concerned about starting this journey. So sharing a few quotes with you, as you can see on the screen here, of embracing the challenge. And you can see them as they come along here. Just interesting to you here. They contain the seeds of our glory. Again, you can see that it's okay to be scared. I met someone who was really, concerned starting this, and will I make it? Yes, you will. And one here, again, there's only one thing that makes the dream impossible to achieve, and that's the fear of failure. Starting a new journey can be scary indeed. But I want you to know that these emotions are normal and are all part of the journey. So embrace them. Lean into your mentors, your supporters, your colleagues, each other. Reach out for help, for in the end, you will certainly succeed. Welcome again, class of 2028, to Ross University School of Medicine, and welcome to the noble profession that is medicine. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Dyer, for those wonderful remarks. I would like to now introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Jennifer Horowski. Dr. Horowski is originally from Toronto, Ontario, in Canada. She did her undergraduate studies at the University of Waterloo, obtaining a Bachelor of Science with honors in kinesiology. She then took the brave leap to go to a little island called Dominica to go to medical school at Ross University. She graduated from medical school in May 2020 and moved to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, to start her family medicine residency at Grandstand Hospital. In her final year of residency, she was elected to be chief resident of her program. In her third year, she applied to the sports medicine match and was honored to match at her #1 program, the University of Miami. She is currently living in Miami, completing her fellowship in primary care sports medicine. I now welcome Dr. Horowski to the podium.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jen, or also known as Dr. H, affectionately. Thank you for the introduction. So, 2,926 days. That's how many days differentiate you and I. And I'm so humbled and honored to be able to share what I've learned over those days. They were some of the most empowering, exciting, happy, memorable, grueling, frustrating, and most of all, gratifying days that I've ever experienced. I vividly remember being in your shoes, January 16th, 2016, and wondering where medical school was going to take me. The road seemed so long, and the end seemed so far. I was far away from my family back in Canada. But little did I know, I was about to embark on the adventure of a lifetime with friends who soon became a second family. We experienced some of the highest of highs and lowest of lows together. We missed birthdays, holidays, funerals, weddings, and reunions to pursue a dream. A dream that others may have doubted or may have not understood. Maybe they thought it was unattainable. And that might resonate with you. You may have had an uphill battle to get here, but here you are at your white coat ceremony, and that's something that you should be proud of. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Jen, tell me something I don't know. What are your words for the wise? And I don't need words, I just need one word. I have one word that I want you to promise me that you'll do. Live. I want you to live in the moment. Live for the good days. Live for the bad days, the in-between days. Don't get caught in the never-ending cycle saying, I'll be happy when. Be happy now. Enjoy today, not tomorrow, not yesterday. There's always going to be a I'll be happy when. So why not now? And I have 3 simple rules that I've adopted over my time in medicine to do this. So number 1, be happy in your now. Some days it might be harder to be happy in your now than others. That's okay. That's life. That's medicine. That's what makes you human. Waking up day in and day out, studying for minis, final exams, and steps, it's tiring. It's not the glamour that you see on Grey's Anatomy, House, Scrubs, what other medical drama you might be thinking of. It's the hard work and grind that leads up to it that makes it all worth it. I know you aren't afraid of hard work. That's why you're here. So how do you become happy when all you do is study? It's simple. You just live in the now. How do you do that? You have to enjoy the journey. Not every day is going to be a spectacular day with the highest of highs. Those days come, and when they do, they're amazing. But most of the time, you're living an average day. And how do you enjoy average? You just do. Make it a purpose to see sunrise, sunset, go for a quick walk on the beach, make a quick call home. Again, it's very easy to wake up, go to lecture, library, study, sleep, repeat. You can add purpose to your day. And I can promise you, from personal experience, you will be in your core rotations one day and you will wish you saw more sunsets on the island. Wish you enjoyed the moment. So number 2, comparison is the thief of joy. No 2 of our stories are the same. My journey is different from your journey, who's different from your journey, etc. But we all have one thing in common. We all worked hard to get where we are today. One of the biggest strengths and things that I loved about Ross was the diverse population of students that were in my class. Everyone came from different walks of life, with different life experiences and different skills that they brought to the table. Instead of comparing yourself to colleagues who you may feel have more experience than you, try and learn from their experiences as they will learn from your experiences. And number 3, and the most important, be kind to yourself. Again, you worked your butt off to get here, and you did. you're at your white coat ceremony. That is not a coincidence. No matter what path of life you came from, you worked hard, and that's not something to take lightly. Realistically, you're not going to be 100% all the time, every day. This analogy was told to me when I was in medical school, and I related heavily to it, so I'm going to share it with y'all. Say you were driving from California to Toronto. You can either drive to Toronto, pedal to the metal, all gas, no brakes, just stopping for gas when you need it, and you just keep going. You're going to make it to Toronto. Your car's going to look super ragged, and is going to need to go into the shop afterwards. Or you could drive to Toronto from California with regularly scheduled pit stops, enjoying the journey, enjoying the ride, taking your time. You still end up in Toronto, but your car doesn't look like it's been through a battle, and it can keep going. So that means you don't have to be going 100% all day, every day. You're going to burn yourself out. Be kind to yourself. Enjoy your journey and soak up all that you can along the way. Even in the thick of it, when you're studying day in and day out, be kind to yourself and your individual journey. And then, as you can tell, this circles back to being happy in your now. So those late nights in the library will be worth it when you walk into a pediatric ICU to help a sick child. The hours you spent grinding at home will be worth it when you console a devastated patient after a cancer diagnosis. The sleepless nights studying for exams will be worth it when you're the person a patient is looking for after surgery. The time you spent away from your family will all make sense when a patient tells you they see you as their family. And all of this starts today. So take a deep breath. Remember my rules. Be happy in your now. Comparison is the thief of joy. And be kind to yourself. And promise me to enjoy every single moment. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Horowski, for these inspiring words. I wish I'd heard your talk when I was a first-year medical student. We're now going to call you up to the stage, and you will be called up row by your learning community group. Please wait to be called and stand and come to the stage. And with that, I would like to invite the first row of faculty donors to step forward, please.
Rachel Oluwasami, Esiosa Edegbe, Miriam Farusanfar, Kimia Fodovat, Mohammed Omar, Heda Fungha Young, Elspeth Shock, Maddie Semben, Ashton Waltermeyer, Christina White, Shadidra Miller, Minu Behbuti, You may now don your white coat.
Mariah Common. Essence Henderson. Ruslan Saidov. Maharu Khan. Akil Kotamarti. Natid Sujai. Austin Lytle. Upa. Will Whittaker. Don Imbudoka. Caitlin Inadege. You may now don your white coats.
Fatima Siddiqui, Sayara Alam, Ann Andrews, McKenna Cantillo, Ruyu Yen, Lauren Sawyer, Audrey Escoto, Milena Karkanvandaya, Simran Guman, Hannah Pope, Catherine Rosales Chivaria. You may now don your white coats.
Kirsten Evans. Gio Gallego. Morris Dudu. Vincent Osequi. Mary Grace Scotto. Benjamin Sperry. Shane Susik. Austin Swanson. Pilar Tilachi. Andre Tenoyan. Kyle Walter. You may now don your white coats.
Ibrahim Al-Jabbar, Andrew Adreos, Jonathan Crichton, Jonathan DeRotherwell, Andy Diaz, Jordan Paulson, Hamza Rafiq, Kelly Sloan, Mohammed Karani, Konstantinos Parpunas, Jeffrey Lester. You may now don your white coat.
Macy Gardner, Alondra Vega Guzman, Jasmine Littlejohn, Fiza Ohag, Tatiana Paisley, Brittany Ramirez, Liz Rodriguez Lopez, Abigail Santos, Anushka Tiagi, Risa Ruth Dormer, Juliet Uzadima, Fiza Hussein, Kyla Langdon. You may now don your white coat.
Omar Kazia, Mahed Kahir Abushar, Caleb Allen, Fawad Rashid, Selena Anwar, Danielle Saeed, Benjamin Roshan, Michelle Guboy, Alik Patel, Nawar Sabah Yaqub. You may now don your white coat.
Ashley Elmanzar, Carolyn Kyneth, Bernard Coe, Rogelio Ludenes Perez, Aaron Mohammed, Christina Morales, Santosh Nambi, Salone Fabre, Chase Kamenesh, Jared Delvay, Adrian Fields, Sabrina Fontes. And you may now don your white coats.
Darilis Mojica Vázquez. Shaima El Muddin. Paola Rodríguez Rivera. Clara Maria García Gata. Linoja Mahendran. Ungmi Lepcha. Sumaya Mohammed. Chinwe Ufumadu. Dinesha Pen. Cosette Marbin. Faith Robinson. You may now don your white coats.
Razin Adit, Nicole Ando Badu, Marilyn Barton, Indy Lara Lima Botello, Bhakti Patel, Emmanuel Toger Becoy Jr., Christopher Hitch, Jay Hines, Sharon Soritiri, you may now don your white coats.
Bebong Fomenangia, Taylor DeWitt, Jennifer Dickinson, Gapriya Kaur, Jasneet Kaur, Hong Lee, Patrick Lee, Molly Lepis Littman, Unji Lee, Molly Kill, Lian Ruiz, Iknor Sandhu. You may now don your white coats.
Saad Nizamani, Yusuf Saleh, Dave Gill, Danli Velasquez, Mahamadul Haq, Evans Daber, Moses Badran, Bilal Ahmed, Miriam Parvez, Harjat Jandu, you may now don your white coat.
All right, faculty members, you may be seated. So congratulations to our first semester students. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Charla Corbin, Assistant Professor in the Department of Clinical Foundations, and she is an outstanding educator leading several courses, and she will now lead the recitation of the Modified Oath of Geneva. Dr. Corbin.
Thank you, Dr. Ford. Good afternoon, students. Please repeat after me, and I will pause at the semicolons. Everyone, please stand. Okay. Any practicing physicians in the audience, feel free to stand and join in. All right, guys. We're about to say Geneva Oath, okay? I would like your attention. Repeat after me. As a member of the medical profession, I solemnly pledge to dedicate my life to the service of humanity. The health and well-being of my patient will be my first consideration. I will respect the autonomy and dignity of my patient. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. I will not permit considerations of age, disease or disability, creed, ethnic origin or gender, nationality, political affiliation or race, sexual orientation, social standing, or any other factor to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will respect the secrets that are confided in me. Even after the patient has died. I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity. And in accordance with good medical practice. I will foster the honor and noble traditions of the medical profession. I will give to my teachers, colleagues and students, the respect and gratitude that is their due. I will share my medical knowledge for the benefit of the patient and the advancement of healthcare. I will attend to my own health, well-being, and abilities in order to provide care of the highest standard. I will not use my medical knowledge to violate human rights and civil liberties, even under threat. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. Congratulations.
You may be seated. I would now like to welcome to the podium Dr. Brian Hayes, Associate Dean of Student Affairs. Dr. Hayes, will you please come?
Good afternoon. Heartfelt congratulations to everyone. It's truly an honor to be part of this momentous occasion to see you officially don your white coat. And although a very serious occasion, allow me for 2 minutes to talk about a very fun subject, numbers. I can see the excitement in your faces. Since the last time we spoke, you are now 1 week closer, 168 hours closer, 604 or 800 seconds closer to the mark that Dr. H mentioned earlier, graduation. So congratulations, you're almost there. All right, let's get into some other numbers. You are joining the ranks of 15,000 plus graduates and alumni out there. That's the support system you have out there from day one that are out there practicing. Now let's talk about you specifically. Predominant gender of your class, female. By 61%. Your average age, 27. Your age range, from 20 to over 50. And a quarter of you are over the age of 30, so congratulations. As a class, you were born in several different countries, the majority being the US. 14 of you from Canada, 10 from India, 4 from Cuba, 3 from Nicaragua, 2 from the Bahamas, 2 from Haiti, 2 from Iraq, and 1 from, take a deep breath, United Arab Emirates, Armenia, American Samoa, Bangladesh, Brazil, Bhutan, Cameroon, Cyprus, Dominican Republic, Ecuador, Eritrea, Spain, Iran, Jamaica, Jordan, Lebanon, Liberia, Sri Lanka, Netherlands, Oman, Pakistan, Puerto Rico, Russia, Rwanda, Saudi Arabia, El Salvador, Thailand, Trinidad and Tobago, Syria, Taiwan, China, British Virgin Islands. And from the US and Canada, you come from several states and territories. The top one is Florida with 37 of you. The next, California. There's 28 of you, and there are 20 of you from deep in the heart of Texas. You're welcome. 18 of you from New York, 14 from Georgia, 12 from New Jersey, 11 from Maryland, 9 from Illinois, 7 from Michigan, 6 from Ontario and Pennsylvania. Wow. That's not where the fun is, by the way, evidently. 5 of you from North Carolina, Ohio, and Oklahoma. 4 from Alberta, Puerto Rico, and Virginia. 4 from Alabama, British Columbia, Kentucky, Massachusetts, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. 2 from Arizona, Colorado, Louisiana, and Missouri. And 1 from Hawaii, Idaho, Indiana, Mississippi, New Mexico, Oregon, and Washington. We are glad to add to our diversity here at Ross University School of Medicine, and thank you for being here. First name. I hear there's been some debates about names going on this week. The most popular, with 4 of you, Muhammad. A couple different spellings, but we let that slide. Second, we have Laura, with 3. And Lauren, if your parents would have said it a little differently, you could have been tied with the Lauras, but anyway, we'll get into that later. And third, for third place, we have 2 Ashleys, Austins, Benjamins, Jennifers, and Jonathans. Oh, I'm not done. Page turn. Juan, Miriam, and Stephanie. And the last name. Who's the winner? We have a tie. 4 each, Core and Khan. Second, 4-way tie, 2 each, Delgado, Lee, Miller, and Patel. All right, so moving away from numbers, let's wrap this thing up. Focus back on the moment, the rite of passage transition to become a doctor in training. Even at this early stage in the journey, you're bound by the same professional commitments as all physicians. Through this ceremony, and by taking the oath, you have pledged to walk the path of virtue, altruism, responsibility, duty, honor, respect, and compassion. To help remember these commitments, each of you have been provided a white lapel pin from the Arnold P. Gold Foundation. The foundation not only founded this ceremony 30 plus years ago, but continues to champion humanism in healthcare by emphasizing compassion, humanism in healthcare, scientifically excellent care, and collaboration. Use this as a reminder that we can together create systems and cultures that support humanistic care for all. As we said, this is not the end of a journey, but the beginning of a next chapter. As you move forward throughout this journey, you'll undoubtedly encounter trials and tribulations. During those times, I challenge you to first think back at that moment when you knew this is your dream, your calling. Then to this moment, when that dream took a momentous step forward, becoming a reality. Today, you also received a pin representing your learning community. Let this be a constant reminder that you're never alone on this journey. You have your fellow monkeys, mongooses or mongoose, hummingbirds, flying fish, sea turtles, and marlins to help you along. Alongside them are your student care advisors, your faculty mentors, your ATL faculty, your peer mentors, and countless other people in the journey along the way. Don't only utilize the people here to help you get through the challenges, but also don't only use them to get through the challenges, but also celebrate with them these highs that you're going to have throughout. Celebrate with your family. Continue to learn, grow, and ultimately become that position you've envisioned yourself becoming countless times while looking in the mirror. And finally, take a few moments over the next few days to make a list of anyone who's helped you get here. Reach out to them and acknowledge their contribution to your life and the lives of the many that you will touch moving forward. Without your friends, your family, mentors, and yes, sometimes even your critics, this may not have been possible. So congratulations again. I look forward to seeing you in 1,025,700,098 400 seconds at graduation. Congratulations. All right,